whole wide world. Well, NBC, one of the biggest supporters of Obamacare, is now admitting that small business owners, in order to survive, are having to cut back full-time employees to 29 hours.
Lauren Goodrich, who owns 21 Subway franchises, says it's all because of the new health care law. Employers must provide health insurance to anyone working 30 or more hours a week. Goodrich says his small business can't afford that, so he's cutting hours for 50 of his workers.
Losing 5 or 6 hours a week, that's $50, $60 a week, or a couple $100 a month. That's a car payment.
We spoke to almost 20 small businesses and other entities around the country. Almost all said that because of the new law, they'd be cutting back hours for some employees.
Well, we waited till it passed, and turns out what was in it wasn't so good after all. Workers across the country are learning that Obamacare is going to hurt them. Lisa Myers reported that many are learning that their hours are being cut because if you work over 30 hours a week, employers must now offer them health insurance, which means big cost to them. So you can say to a company, if anyone works over 30 hours, you got to incur this huge cost and give them health care. Okay. I'll knock them back to 29. And the employees were going, yeah, if we work more than 30 hours, yeah, you got to give us everything. The government says you have to give us everything. Okay, fair enough. We'll knock you down to 29. Well, but I didn't realize there were consequences. I thought we could just make you pay us more. I mean, this is supposed to be wealth redistribution. Nope. It's unfortunate, but I'll just hire some more people. I'll just take your hours and give them to someone else. So that money you wanted, you won't get. You still won't get your benefit because I can't afford to pay you the benefit because I sell cheap sandwiches and chips and overpriced drinks. Yeah, that's it. This is not a job. Fast food is one of those great examples in this country of where everything has gone wrong. We now have people with a straight face arguing in public. You can't survive. You can't raise a family on a fast food salary. Of course not, you dumbass. You were never meant to. It's a transitional job for 18-year-olds. What are you doing 50 years old with 3 felonies working fast food? That's your fault, not mine. Well, Michael, people they're just trying to survive. They're weak. They're stupid. They need to learn some job skills and go and find a job that pays more. And if they have the skills to do so, the economy will absorb them. There are more than enough jobs for people with skills at a higher rate of pay. But that rate of pay won't be set by the government, and it won't be set by the employee. It will be offered by the company and then accepted or not by the employee. If you accept a level of pay that an employer offers and then decide that the employer is not paying enough, you have recourse. And it is not the government. It is your feet. Walk out. Go get someone else to pay you that. And if someone else pays you that higher wage to which you believe you are entitled, then you are right. But if no one will pay you the higher wage to which you think you are entitled, and you find yourself sitting around going, it's not fair. Yeah, it is. What's fair is life. What is unfair is that somehow you need to adjust your assessment of your own skill level and their value in the workplace, because other people don't find you to be as valuable as you think you are. You're a third stringer who thinks you're an all-star, but the coach doesn't. Guess what? He wants to win. When you get to the point that you're an all-star, you'll be on the field. And until then, you'll be sitting over on the bench, riding the pine, thinking that you're the best player on the field. The employee in the government don't get to decide what the marketplace will pay for wages. The marketplace does. And every time the government tries to get involved and alter that arrangement between two sophisticated parties, every time that happens, the results, the consequences are dire for the employee. Even the unions that helped reelect Obama and that supported Obamacare are now warning of the consequences of Obamacare. Joseph Hansen, president of the 1.2 million Union Food and Commercial Workers, UFCW, union says, quote, wait a year. You're going to see tremendous impact as workers have their hours reduced and their incomes reduced. The facts are already starting to show up. Oh, really? Well, guess what, you idiot? You're the one that helped get it passed. Hansen and other unions wrote a letter to D.C. warning that Obamacare could, quote, destroy the foundation of the 40-hour work week that is the backbone of the middle class. You don't say. And when we told you that would happen, you called us racists. Listen, I ain't working hourly. I ain't working a 40-hour week. Screw all of you that supported it. You're going to suffer the consequences of acting like a 6-year-old, because that's what you did. You supported a law that was as naive as any 6-year-old. Well, let's just make sure everybody can have exactly what they want. That's not how life works. You don't get to just decide what you're going to make companies pay you. You don't get to just decide how much health care they're going to give you. And when you all gather together like a bunch of children and gang up on the work on the employer through your Sheila Jackson Lees and your Barack Obamas, the consequences are going to fall on you. And that's what you're doing. You're reaping the whirlwind. You are harvesting exactly what you sowed. That's farming metaphor, B-Mac. Don't be intimidated. Gary, what you got?
It's Garrett from Austin.
Oh, but, Garrett. I'm sorry, Garrett. Let's
no,
it's
okay.
No, I apologize, sir. I apologize. Garrett, you're on the Michael Berry Show from Austin.
Oh, hey, Michael. How's it? Well,
Good.
I wasn't going to do that. Now that we started over, it threw me off. Well, I'll get straight to my point.
Oh, is this Garrett, the synthetic pot-smoking Olive Garden waiter? I always enjoy when you call in, Garrett, because you laugh at
Thanks,
yourself.
man.
People need to learn to laugh at themselves.
It's really funny when you say it like that.
Did you read that email from that woman? She was all upset that I made fun of my friend for living in the Heights because she lives in the Heights, and she's so upset, and that she felt like I sucker punched her.
No, I didn't ever.
Did you just tune in?
Yeah, I did. I just tuned in. I just woke
How long
up.
were you tuned in before you called?
Like 5 minutes. I heard.
What
you
level of
monologue.
arrogance, Garrett? You have to listen for an hour before you can call.
Fair enough. You want me to hang up?
No, I don't. Just hold tight. Hold tight right there. Going to you first. 713-212-5874. 713-212-5874. I'm enjoying this. The union is now telling, UFCW union is now saying, Obamacare is hurting the workers. It's going to hurt us. Hey, y'all don't care about us. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. You're just getting what you deserve.
The time has come for someone to put his foot down.
The Michael Berry Show.
And that foot is me.